Holy shit. Okay, so I won't lie, a little bit of my bad. Okay, so the reason this took so long is, like a fucking idiot, I bit off more than I can chew. With school and work, it's kind of hard to write scripts and do fucking everything else, like who knew? And I decided to start making a Modern Warfare 2 video, even though I was even remotely close to finishing the Bioshock video. You know, like a fucking idiot. But anyways, here we are. Bioshock Infinite. Also known as the last Bioshock, because all the devs of the original game quit, and now they're making whatever it's called. It's called Judaeus or something, some Bible shit. Also, this game was almost impossible to write a script for, given how fucking weird it is. Which gave me the brilliant idea that I probably should have thought of earlier. I'm not going to make scripts anymore. I still am, actually, that's not true. But I'm not going to condense the entire game into one video. I'm just going to do stream highlights of me playing it. Then I'm going to assume that you either played it yourself or you watched me play it, either or. And then I'll write like a 10-minute review, and that'll be where I do scripting. Because that's a lot fucking easier than scripting over the entire fucking game. Because as cool as it is and how much I like the videos, I just don't have enough time to do it that way. Speaking of, every time I play a bucket list game, I'm always live on Twitch, so you should check me out, baby. Yeah, check me out, baby girl. Go to Twitch. Go watch Poppy. Where was I? Oh, right, I'm fucking, still doing this shit. Alright, well, with everything else out of the way, let's get started. The game opens up with you sitting on a boat with two fucking British people. Absolutely disgusting. And in true European fashion, one of them is too dumb to know how to row a boat. They drop me off at some fucking light tower, tell me good luck, and there's like a bunch of bloody messages threatening me. I don't feel comfortable. You get to the top, ring some bells, God gets angry, like a fucking asshole. Then you sit in the Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy decided to be Exercise Boy, however, and fucking launches you in the sky. Oh, damn. They built a whole city up in this bitch. The budget in this place, go crazy, go stupid, god damn. Also, who made these fucking weird metal signs? Like, some fucking metal fabricator had to cut that metal out. Like, just for the world's tackiest sign. Also, for some reason, in the beginning, the terrain was just fucked. I was Spider-Man climbing every fucking wall in that bitch. I have no idea why. You walk up to this group of nuns, and there's a priest in the middle of the circle or something. And this is where you learn that your character has autism. Because the priest goes to dunk you for the baptism, and for some reason, your character forgets that he's supposed to hold his breath. He just continues breathing while he's underwater. That or he has the weakest lung capacity known to man. Who the fuck drowns this fast? Priest must have felt bad that he accidentally drowned you because you're too fucking stupid to function, and he just leaves you at the entrance of the city. Good for you, I guess. Also, the British people are up here. Great. Walk past a sign that lets you know you're repping the wrong colors. Before I keep going, let's take a step back and give props to the tutorial here. That was hard to say for some reason. They disguised the tutorial as carnival games, so it doesn't feel like you're actually practicing. It's optional, and it's teaching you how to do shit. Very cool, very clever idea. Anyways, you walk into a raffle, and I'm just gonna let the scene play out for itself.
I'll be rooting for you.
Bring me the bowl! Is that not the prettiest young white girl in all of Colombia? All right, then. The winner is number 77.
Oh, what do you know?
Over here, he's the winner.
Number 77, come and claim your prize. First throw.
Please don't do this.
It was me. It was all me. Please. Please. No. Please, what are you doing?
Come on. Are you gonna throw it? Or are you taking your coffee black these days?
Let her go, please. I'm the one you want.
Oh, looks like we've got a shy one here. We've got to do something about that.
Son of a bitch.
Wait. It's him.
God damn, that shit gave me whiplash when I first watched that. Anyways, you make like a good anarchist and you start beating on the cops. You pick up a blicky and you head on your fucking way. Unlike in other Bioshocks, when you die in this one, you lose money, which you would think it would be the other way around given how you revive in both games. I guess all 3 games. Fucking weird, really. You see a firefighter who doesn't quite understand his job. You get a technical frag grenade. That's cool. I'll use that. Never. I made it to this blue bar pub thing, and the twins were there waiting inside for me with a million fucking health upgrades, pieces of gear. I think this was because I own the DLC. Gear system's pretty easy. 1 hat, 1 shirt, 1 pant, 1 jacket. Too bad no sock. I dumped most of the upgrades into shields because I was going to need it. You go to the back, they give you a grappling gun, they teach you how the grappling system works, they give you a machine gun, they send you on your way. You pull up into this one house, walk down the stairs, and
The Ku Klux Klan!
remember kids, say no to racism. You walk into the garden, you fight the fucking Grand Wizard, then you take his fucking bird. I walked in on these 2 cops making sweet, sweet love on the shift. Comstock tells everyone to stand down. And I make that one joke every middle schooler makes at least once in their life. Geneva Convention? More like Geneva Suggestion. Comstock gives me an airship for some reason. And this nun puts me on fucking live leak. I make it to the tower where I'm supposed to find the girl. By the way, I'm looking for a girl. I thought I should mention that. Realize some, if not all, of the scientists in the city are fucking sex offenders to some degree. Putting a one-way mirror in a little girl's room. Real classy. Without her consent, nonetheless. I take it one step further and I go in for the kill, if you know what I'm saying. She stops me using her education. Then her fucking Discord kitten gets angry that I'm even looking at her. Bitch had a rage so bad he destroyed half the tower, threw me in the ocean. Great, my only fucking weakness, because God forbid if I know how to hold my breath. I somehow fucking survive, even though I shouldn't, by all means. All of a sudden, me and Liz are homies. We're walking through the fucking beach. She asked me what pin I should pick. It has no significance. We break into some fucking building. The couple from the raffle were there. They're like, "Thank you, Poppy, for saving us." Then they give me the good. We go up to the teller. The teller decides to pull a 6'9". Obviously, that boy's an op, so I gotta pull out the heater. Liz gets pissy. She runs off. Guess daddy took her fucking Draco away or something. I catch up with her at the train and I tell her to stop being a punk bitch. We stop at a shopping center. I try to murder a kid. Then I rob an ice cream store. I don't think he was too happy about that from what I remember. We see the next train needs someone to hit it with shock jockey in order to keep it going. In and out, 20-minute adventure. We definitely haven't gone down this road before. I get off our exit to look for the shock jockey. There's a fucking sniper on the roof, and this is the first time I die with Liz right next to me. I'm just gonna let the respawn animation play.
No, fucker!
Yeah, so you see how that looks, right? This bitch fucking mugged me. In the first Bioshock, you're in a corporation wonderland. But even in those games, they didn't touch your fucking money. Not once when you respawned. The fucking audacity of this bitch. I finally get into the exhibit with my wallet extra empty. And apparently it's my old war buddy Slate. And they just talk like the fucking player just knows who this guy is. Ah, Slate, I definitely knew this guy. He was from the first game. They sit there and they talk about how Comstock stole the war stories. Very excellent foreshadowing. They try to cover their tracks by also saying Comstock stole Slate's war stories as well. I murder a bunch of people that want to be murdered, except they fight back really hard despite wanting to be murdered. Slate goes on this racist fucking tangent the entire time. Then we pin him by a fountain and put a fucking bullet in his head. Obviously, putting that bullet in his head was the fucking most erotic thing I've ever done. That man climaxed instantly. I get the original elevator restarted. We head to the other airship that I'm going to steal. I set the coordinates to New York. Of course, this bitch is a walking Google Maps. And instead of like telling her a million more believable lies like stopping to refuel or stopping to grab something because we fucking live there, we basically make it very obvious that she needs to be in New York. It fucking amazes me what actually does and does not hurt you in this game. Oh, and we got boarded by random people.
Okay. I was already down on the ground. Fucking actually unnecessary.
I was already on the fucking ground, asshole. So this lady takes the airship away from us and says if we want the airship back, we're gonna get her a gunsmith or just a weapon supply, which is fucking ridiculous in hindsight. If I were to take a shot every time I saw a weapon on the ground in my own gameplay, I would be dead in the first 20 minutes. If we downgraded it to a sip of beer, I would still be dead within the first 30. How the fuck do you not have weapons? The cops are straight up incompetent. I've murdered like hundreds. If you kill enough, they'll just sit down and let you kill them. If you're unironically struggling this hard against Comstock, then you gotta switch up your fucking game plan or something. This is sad that you're on the same level as the people who expect Jesus to guide their bullets. No wonder your fucking homeboy punched me while I was still on the ground. That's the only kind of fight he can fucking win, apparently. I regroup with Liz, go down to the factory district, and start tearing shit up like I usually do. Also, AC/DC's there. You walk into the gunsmith's place, meet Mrs. Lin, and realize Mr. Lin's been kidnapped. You go down to the police station to go check in on him. But before that, there's a handyman boss fight. Oh shit, it's your first handyman. Seen this guy a couple of times. And I cheese the fight like a fucking asshole. I cheese the fuck out of him. I enter the theater / clubhouse / bar / police station / jail and get offered a job. He just throws a bunch of goons at me and says I aced the interview. Coolio, time to take a tour of the workplace. We go downstairs, Mr. Lin's fucking dead. Twins walk downstairs, they say, hey! Liz opens a tear to a world where Lin's still alive. We go to check in on him at his place, and instead of the cops getting him this time, the fucking CIA got him. His wife is white, and he is methed out. Also, there's BLM protests outside. His new wife says if we can give him his tools back, he'll be a-okay. So we go to the other police station, and on the way there, this happens.
Goddamn dent! I'm hungry, Bill!
Dangerous measures. Protect your women and your treasure.
Bill's all mine, you worthless trap!
There's a tail.
Open it.
On it.
Whoops! They drew guns on me! What? I didn't mean to. I was just like picking up fucking food. I was picking up money. Why did they draw guns on me? This is not my fault they went fucking hostile. I simply defended myself. Jesus. No better than Comstock. I'm out here shooting motherfuckers, dude.
I don't want to talk about it. You get to the front gates of the other police station, and they have a bunch of fucking rocket turrets. These took forever to kill. You fight your way through, make it to his tools, and you realize you have no idea how the fuck they even got it to the other police station in the first place. Then Liz gets the bright idea to open another tear to get them back to his house. Because last time we opened a tear, it definitely didn't have any consequences whatsoever. We open the tear, go back to Mr. Lin's place, and hey, there was consequences. Who knew? Well, at least his wife isn't white anymore. Also, this is when you get the ability Charge. Charge is fucking awesome. Also, that bitch that has your airship thinks you're fucking a ghost, and she's scared of ghosts, so no more airship, I guess. Since she won't give us our toy back, Liz has the smart idea to just stab the bitch, and then acts all traumatized, like I haven't murdered hundreds of people before her very eyes, and her only reaction to that was to throw me more ammo. But you stab one bitch with a pair of scissors and all of a sudden you're fucking Jeffrey Dahmer, except without the rape. Don't lecture me with your $30 haircut. Ah shit, I keep forgetting this guy's a thing. Curses. Foiled again. This bitch wants me to choke her for some reason. I don't know why. Pick up another worthless power. There's a door that needs Liz's dead mother to open it. We go grave robbing. Liz turns her into a ghost, which after beating the game makes zero sense. I don't know how she would have that power to do that. I beat the living shit out of her for like 20 minutes straight. It was like the longest fucking boss fight ever. It was just more tedious than anything. Twins show up, fucking do British people things, then they say you need to expand your lore knowledge if you want to smoke her. So I do, then we follow her up to the fucking fountain or something, then I beat the shit out of her. She's dead twice. Also, turns out, I guess she's not Liz's mother or something. is a big old bridge. Nothing but open sky. So we get fucking jumped by the bird guy. I'm dropping bars, goddamn. Liz makes a deal with the bird to not fucking kill me. I chase Liz all the way to some hospital. Fucking stealth segment. Find Liz, realize she's old as piss. She also set New York City on fire. To be fair, it was gonna do it to itself if she didn't. Says, don't get bad ending, lol. Then teleports me to the plot point. They have Liz strapped in the BDSM chair. I free her. She makes the world's lamest fucking threat. I give her an even lamer response, cause this game is just fucking lame all of a sudden. We get a car, do some Grand Theft Auto shit, but in the sky. It was actually kind of a blast. I love this segment. We get to blimp. We start tearing shit apart. That's fucking awesome. I love this segment too. We find Comstock. Comstock is about to give lore, but thankfully me and the main character are pretty much on the same page. I don't give a fuck about lore, neither does he, so he just kills fucking Comstock. I guess that was my 7th kill, because I get a Hellstorm missile. Since boss fights don't really make sense in this kind of game, which, fair enough. It's more like a tower defense for the final fight. I'm not gonna lie, it was a blast, and the bird Hellstorm missile was fucking cool as well. They figure out they need to destroy the tower. We do. Liz gets fucking anime powers. She literally goes Super Saiyan or something. Then she sits you down for 30 minutes and explains the plot. She reveals she's your daughter. She starts hitting you with the Neil deGrasse Tyson breakdown. You figure out your Comstock, kind of expected, to be honest. They were very forward about the foreshadowing, to be honest. He asks how to stop the infinite timelines, and they solve it by using your biggest weakness against you. Fucking water. There isn't really after-game stuff except the DLC, which, I'll tell you what, 100 likes and I'll play it. Hey, post-edit here. This is a little disingenuous, but apparently, if you were to replay the game in 1999 mode, the hardest difficulty, a lot of the shit of the original game changes. I'm not going to say much on it here, but it's a little disingenuous to say there isn't a ton more playability than what I said, as you're very much encouraged to play it on the hardest difficulty afterwards to, get a different ending. I'm too fucking lazy to do it. I don't want to go back and do it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Because I really don't want to. I don't want to play it. Okay, I'm going to get into the review part where I actually talk about the game, deep dive shit. So we're going to start this off with what I did not enjoy about the game, at all. Character motivation. It's a fucking joke. I don't know what motivates the fucking characters. You aren't explained why Brooke is chasing Liz. You're not explained fucking anything, really. When they get the resolve to do something, it's seemingly out of nowhere. The only one that has slightly understandable character motivation was Liz in the beginning of the game, which makes sense given that you saved her from a prison cell. But her just betraying you and then forgiving you immediately after and then fucking hating you again, shit like that back and forth, makes zero fucking sense. Revolutionaries are a fucking joke. They could have been done so much fucking better, and that sucks. And I think the twins are just lame. They're just fucking lore to be lore. They're really shoot in my opinion. That's just me. I think the characters themselves are fine. I think it's their motivations, why they do stuff to do stuff. It just really falls flat. Another problem I have with the game, the fucking story. I don't know why I have to be Neil deGrasse fucking Tyson to understand the lore. I don't need quantum theory to understand, why I shot my gun at people. I get the infinite universe thing was cool on paper, I bet. But again, with the lack of character motivation and the lack of explaining anything to the player and kind of just dropping them in the world, which is fine. I would rather have that than fucking a 30-minute cutscene of fucking explanation. I think it's just a shame because they wanted to tell a really detailed story and it just doesn't work. Can't work. It doesn't work at all for the type of story they were trying to tell. I know in the original Bioshocks, they were very show, don't tell-esque storytelling. And they did it here too, but they clearly wanted their cake and to eat it too. They wanted a very, very rich and deep lore, but they also didn't want to sacrifice the option of not having lore and just playing the game. And there's just a lot to it that could have been done a lot better, storytelling-wise, and just writing-wise. And I think my final complaint, and it's not very a big one, is this is more of a design choice on their part, so I can't, write them about it, because I'd rather have them not included at all than a fucking lame one. but it's boss fights. I'm sad that there isn't any real boss fights other than maybe Lady Comstock. The Handyman was hyped up as a boss fight, and then it like showed up, and it was more of a mini boss, which is fine. It was the same way with the Big Daddies. However, I do think it's a shame that there wasn't like a true, real boss fight. And I don't think Lady Comstock counts because it's more like a goon arena battle with a fucking health bar. Because Comstock herself didn't really do anything to you unless you were actively not killing her goons. So it was just a never-ending arena fight that could end as soon as you killed the fucking beacon. And I'm not going to take too much points off of that for that fact alone. In my personal opinion, I would rather have it be done right than done at all. That's me anyways. So if they really don't think they could have made a very good boss fight, then I'm glad they didn't try. Speaking of glad, I'm going to start going over what I liked about the game. And I have a lot of things I like. Despite how done and melancholy I sound with the whole game and all of my complaints previously, this game was fucking awesome. I really did enjoy the game. I'm just a tired, cynical bastard, so I probably gave the wrong impression. The gameplay was absolutely fucking blown out the water. Holy shit. Fights feel smooth. They feel great. I don't feel like it's jaggy or like I have to stop, fight a guy, then I can continue to fight the next guy. It's just seamless. It's just one big fight. It feels fucking great. I love the gunplay in this fucking game so much. I love the platforming. The platforming was a fucking blast. The guns are a joy. The spells are a joy. Pretty much everything about this game mechanically was so fucking good. You can tell there was really experience behind making this game. Speaking of the powers, despite my complaints with some of them, they're really fucking unique and have a great dynamic. I think it's a shame that they are super spread thin and you have to wait until like halfway through the game to get your final spell. Actually, more than half, I think. In the original Bioshock, you could just buy whatever spell you want to use for the rest of the game, unless it was like super strong. I think it's a shame they didn't do that here, because despite my complaints, all the spells are really fun to use. They're really fleshed out, the upgrades are nice. They add a whole new spice to combat. They really just center around how you fight. And it's easily one of the biggest replayability factors of this whole game. I just want to jump back into it and try out, because I maxed out charged in my playthrough, which means I was running around meleeing people. But it makes me want to go back and try to max out Bunking Bronco, or maybe that shield spell that I never really got to use. Undertide's another great one. They're just an absolute joy, and they make the game so much fucking better just by being there. And my biggest compliment to the game is Liz herself. I might not like the story a whole ton, and I might not like her character to a certain extent, but in game, when you're in gunfights or when you're out of gunfights, she is absolutely a companion done right. She's never in your way. I've never had her in my way. I've never had a problem with her. She helps you in gunfights. She makes sense to have in a gunfight because she reses you when you die. She throws health your way. Her tear ability is indispensable, and she's just all around amazing in game. I wish all game companies made companions like her, because usually when you get stuck with a companion, it's just a fucking nightmare. Fallout 4 has a great companion system, and even then, it's a fucking problem. But here you have absolutely no issues with Liz. I've never once had trouble with her. Just fucking amazing all around. If I had to slap this game on a tier list, it's 100% going to be S tier. This is an absolutely, you have to try it yourself sometime. Without a shadow of a doubt. If you never played this game, you have to. Whether you already know the story or not, gameplay alone is so worth the buy. And on sale, I got mine for $5. Very easy 10 out of 10 game. Easy 10 out of 10. And if you're confused on why I'm saying 10 out of 10 despite my problems with the story, I rate games based off of how much I would recommend someone else trying them. So if I think someone should definitely try this game, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, it's a 10 out of 10. Very easy to pick up. I bet even people who have never played video games before could play this game. It's very forgiving, but it can be hard if you want it to be. It lets you go at your own pace. It's just all around a great game for pretty much anyone. It's in my opinion anyways. Just take it with a grain of fucking salt if you think differently. Anyways, like I said before, I'm done with a giant fucking video about one game. I'm always live on Twitch playing my bucket list. So if you want to see me do my bucket list, I'm there. Go watch me there. I'll throw it up on screen for you to see. Like I said, I'm not doing giant videos anymore. I'm just going to upload the Twitch VODs. And then I'm just going to do one small review of the whole game once I'm done. It's just script writing for the entire game just takes too fucking long. Anyway, sorry for the fucking wait. This took way too long than it should. I've been playing a shit ton of Warzone. I've been trying to make a Modern Warfare 2 video, but I should probably finish my Bioshock video before I did that. So expect a Modern Warfare 2 video soon. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this fucking far, you're amazing. Consider liking, maybe. I'll give you a kiss on the lips if you do. And like I said before, 100 likes, I'll play DLC. Alright, later.